Hey, Coach Andy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Talked about the last 2 weeks, big interception in the third quarter or late in the game to lock up the game. Is that something you guys? It's been that's a pretty good way to finish a game real quick with a nice big interception.
Well, I think those things can never be predicted. You never really know when you're going to get one. Sometimes you've got a guy covered and he makes a great catch, or sometimes you get a tipped ball and you have an opportunity to return it. So it's not something you can count on. We try to play good pass defense and be in the right spot and put enough pressure on the quarterback to hopefully get a bad throw. But I think we've just been fortunate to be in the right place at the right time.
I know this is only Monday. What do you see on film for Elon? Because they're coming off a big win over William & Mary on the road. So what do you see?
Yeah, I was impressed. Yeah, William & Mary is not a good place to play. It's a tough place to win. And so that impressed me that Elon could go there and do that. And they did it in convincing fashion. I mean, there was no question about it. I mean, they took control of the game early and, were absolutely stout throughout the whole game. Defensively, they did a great job. They have a lot of team speed. I love their quarterback, terrific running back, and they can play defense. They can run. I think it's a typical Southern team with really good speed. So they remind me of JMU a lot. I think they're going to be a load for Villanova.
Well, good luck this week in this trip down there.
Thank you.
So it should be a good day. We're expecting a good crowd. For us, I think it's really comes down to winning the explosive play battle, which Purdue has done a really good job of creating big plays in their offense thus far in their first 3 games, and so we got to do a good job defensively limiting that, and then we got to create those on our own offense. I think we win the big play battle, and then the turnover margin. That's kind of the key to victory for us. This is things we talk about a bunch around here.
And your first 3 games of your college career, what do you like about your first 3 games at Maryland, or just the stuff that you like to improve on to make it better for the first next week and a half, rest of the season?
I think our guys have played with enthusiasm, played with good effort. I think we can always continue to improve that. But I just like the mindset we've had and the approach we've had to all these games, and so we know the schedule only gets tougher as it goes, and starting BigTen right now, so we just got to continue that.
Well, good luck this week.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Coach Greg, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing great. Congratulations on the good start so far. Talk about your quarterback, number 10. What did he bring to the table this year than last year? Is it because of experience or just a lot of good practice?
I think that position in particular is really hard to play it without experience. He didn't have tons of it in high school. He threw the ball in his senior year when he transferred into Maryland. Was really the only year he ever really threw the ball a lot. I think he'd love to have a kid redshirt and sit a year, but he's doing well. We ask him to manage the football game, to make good decisions. He does that. The thing I love about him is his demeanor. He doesn't panic. He doesn't try to force things. He made one really bad choice in the game, but that's pretty good. 1 out of 60 plays, and you only make a bad choice once or twice. So we're happy with his progress. He is a work in progress, and he is continuing to improve each week, in my opinion. And we've got a lot of confidence in him. He's got a lot of arm strength and talent. We just got to learn all the ins and outs of what they're throwing at him every week. And he's, like I said, he's getting better every week.
I know a lot of coaches like being 4-0, but is there still some stuff for you guys to make it a perfect game on a Saturday, like next Saturday against Richmond?
I'm sorry.
Like,
need to play it perfect?
Yeah, like you're 4-0. Yeah, you're 4-0, but right now there's a lot of things. A lot of coaches like being 4-0 at this point, but it's still stuff that you guys still have to work on.
Oh gosh, yes. We have a lot to work on. I think the best thing we're doing. We have some internal goals that we believe should certainly help you win football games. We we really believe strongly in a couple things, and we're executing those things really well right now. And it's giving the kids the confidence that if we do this, we can win the game. Our goal is always to be in the game with a chance to win in the fourth quarter. We go into every football game with that mentality. And that's what we're trying to do. If we can get the game into the fourth quarter against Richmond and have a chance to win, then it's up to us to finish it. And that's the hard part against Richmond, because they get out in front of you, as we learned last year. They can score a lot of points. So, we got to get out there and play our game.
Well, enjoy your week off.
Thank you.
Stopping the run, and obviously, offensively, we have to be able to run the football, establish that, because everything of our offense comes off the run game. And then we can't make those mistakes, those critical mistakes when you're on the road, turnovers and penalties. We have to be really good in those two categories, and it'll be a good football game.
And what's the difference between your team this year and last year? I know last year you guys had issues at quarterback. Just talk about this year. Is it something that you guys are working on to get better, with a good single caller?
Well, there's a lot of issues, or there's a lot of situations why our team is much better than it was last year. It starts with our leadership. It starts with their attention to detail. It's about the players that really worked on getting themselves better and bigger, and they're playing with more confidence. So there's no one real thing. And obviously the quarterback is playing pretty well right now. But there's a lot of things that contribute to being a better football team.
Well, good luck this week.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach Fleming, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. I know you have a really long losing streak right now. It's dated back to last year at this time. How do you keep your players motivated when you get out to Snipe and probably win a game?
They believe. You put in enough work, you have guaranteed 11 opportunities to play the game, and you spend all year long preparing for those. If you're involved in this game in any fashion as a player or a coach, the understanding is that there's always next week until the end of the season. If you're ever stepping on the field without the intent and the intent to go and win a football game, then it's probably time for you to hang up your cleats. So it's not too hard. I think that losing is tough, but perseverance becomes, there's a value to that, and the whole thing we continue to do is understand that step by step it's difficult to take loss after loss, but our guys are very resilient people, and they continue to get up and battle, and thought they battled very hard last week, just couldn't execute well enough to win, and this week we got to go ahead and fix the execution problem.
Yeah. Well, talk about this rivalry game against Brown. Seems like a lot of people don't, up and down south here, don't realize it's a big game for you guys in Rhode Island for bragging rights. Just talk about playing against a team in the Ivy League is different from playing a team in the CAA.
Well, I think every team you play is important. The Ivy League, back in the day, it was a foregone conclusion that every CAA team should be able to go into play Ivy League at talent and be able to win. That's changed quite a bit. I think the Ivy League has really, stepped up their level of play and playing very competitive. And as we know, Harvard, got us, and Dartmouth got New Hampshire. And, there's tough outs every time you schedule these guys. But the rivalry great game for us is this is the Governor's Cup. The governor will be in attendance. There is an effort by her and everybody in this state to try to be able to make this an important game for everybody. And so I think that on both sides of both schools, I think have a tremendous amount of interest in how this game comes out. And for our kids, for our players, and for our coaches, and for our people on campus here, it's a very important game that get a lot of people down on stadium parents weekend, and we'd like to make sure we deliver what we can with a victory.
Well, good luck this week. I hope you can pull out a win.
Thank you.